And we're live.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Josh. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday.
Absolutely. And welcome to the Dark Ozarks. We're excited to be back.
Yes.
And got some really interesting stuff for this essentially teaser episode, and then also for the long format episode that we will be doing live on Facebook and then uploading a little bit later here on YouTube.
Yes. So this is the sneak peek of what you can watch later.
Yes, and very, very interesting topic. Surprisingly offbeat considering the overarching subject matter.
That's true. That's true. Eureka Springs, which is a bit of a star in the noir Ozarks folklore.
Oh, on so many levels. Of course, it's one of our favorite places.
Yes.
In the Ozarks. I'm actually probably a bit closer to it than you are.
Probably, yeah. It's kind of in between us, but you're further south, so that's probably the biggest difference.
It's about 50 miles away from me. 45 minutes. 50 minutes.
It's probably 80 or 90. So
yeah.
The difference going south, basically.
Right. It's such a juxtaposition of incredible things, an amalgamation of just a lot of culture, sometimes very unexpected culture, coming together in one place.
It is, and certainly it's certainly not what a lot of people expect who have never been there.
This is very true. Incredible history. The town was officially settled or officially founded in 1879 on Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
But it had become a town in essence before that.
The 1850s, if I remember right.
Yes, we're looking at the first records, apparently the first records of white settlement about 1856. And then having it become a bit of a hub during the Civil War, especially following the Battle of Pea Ridge, which is only about 20 miles away.
Yeah, and a lot of people probably don't really realize that, especially when they go there. The thought of it having a connection to the Civil War doesn't hit you, really.
It doesn't. It's and I think part of that is first, I think it's important for people to understand this is a very small town in actuality. Mm-hmm. We're a standing population today of around 2,000. Ironically, in 1890, 1 year after its founding, it had a population of around 10,000 and was the fourth largest city in Arkansas.
Yeah.
There are some very interesting reasons for that. But the much of the town that we see, which also of interest, the entire town is on the National Historic Registry.
Yeah, and that's really unique. I don't know how many towns are completely on the registry, but it's really the first one that I know of.
Same. And but you look at the town for people to understand how this is so almost anachronistic and all-encompassing, is that the entire, not just downtown. Now, there is a business district on Highway 65 that is modern. Yeah. But the entire downtown, essentially all of Eureka Springs between East and West Mountains, and then the neighborhoods going up both sides of East and West Mountains are all within the historic district.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a town based largely on topography. We're dealing with very, very, very rugged Boston mountains, very incredibly rugged terrain. And so it's not like other historic districts in towns, for example, in the Fayetteville Rogers metro or Springfield for that matter, which is on the Springfield Plain, that you can have these beautiful historic districts, and then you have these suddenly rolling plains that are rapidly being transformed into suburbs.
Yeah.
The terrain surrounding Eureka Springs does very little to promote a development of suburbs. It's simply too rugged.
That's true. It's, anyone that's wanting to really move in there and settle down, they have to want to.
Very much have to want to. And now, from an anachronistic perspective, this historic district developed between essentially 1889 and about 1915.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Civil War elements of the town were largely built over by what is now a historic district.
Yeah, for in large part that's the case, and certainly when you look at the area, you're thinking late Victorian, early Edwardian.
Yes, and that is one of the things that is most enchanting about this. There is an element to me that for me, Eureka Springs is a 360-degree all immersive experience, that because the architecture, so in all fairness, other areas that you experience this sort of Victorian architecture, one of two things happens: either you can easily drive out of it and
Mm-hmm.
Fall into a Conoco station, or it's in incredibly well themed areas like Disney World, that for the record you simply walk out, or at some point your adult mind realizes this is just a facade.
Right. And you don't have that there.
No,
it really is the town.
It just continues, and people are of course living and working, going about their lives in this beautiful historic district that essentially starts at the top of one mountain, descends down the side of the mountain, fills the valley and Leatherwood Creek, and then covers Leatherwood Creek, and then goes up the mountain on the other side.
I mean, to be honest, it's what it reminds me of more than anything is sort of in miniature a Swiss village.
I think that's very fair. And at various points from its inception, Eureka Springs has in various forms relied very heavily upon tourism marketing.
Yes, that's true. Very early on. It's worked.
Yes. It's had its rocky times, and some of those rocky times have really contributed to its noir history and its ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
When we're particularly talking about the Great Depression and World War II and immediate post-war years, it has an incredible gangster history associated with the town. Lots of juicy stories of political corruption, a variety of stripes, a variety of reasons, and
go hand in hand.
yes. And also what I would generally classify as the tragedy of opulence, this space that encouraged a variety of things, encouraged the most wealthy of the Gilded Age to come to this tiny town in the rugged mountains of the Ozarks. And these were individuals who under no circumstances would have interacted with Ozarkers on a daily basis unless they were vacationing at places like the Grand Central or then the Crescent Hotel, or then the Basin Park Hotel, or the New Orleans Hotel, which was not called the New Orleans Hotel at the time. And their interaction with Ozarkers seems to have been in the form of the local help, or moonshiners, or illicit trade.
Very much so. And as a consequence, with all of those factors, plus a few more, you end up with quite a few dark tales and ghost stories.
You do.
That might be a good jumping off place.
It would. I think so. Of course, we do encourage everybody, if you can, to visit Eureka Springs. There's incredible things to do down there year round. And I'm looking forward to being down there soon myself, to do some more research and interview some folks, and possibly might find some ghost stories, additional ghost stories while I'm down there.
That's always a good thing. So thank you, everyone, and we will see you next Wednesday, and watch for the extended discussion that'll be uploaded soon.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, everyone. I'm not sure what's going on. Might as well talk for a minute, I think.
Okay.
Not sure what's going on.
Are we still on?
I think we are.
All right. Hello, everybody. And this is definitely going to be the the story of the Clayton of the Clayton brothers.
Yes.
I did not realize that was going to. I was putting my notes together this afternoon, going, wow, this name sounds familiar. We covered this when we were talking about Fort Smith.
We did. Just not this aspect of it much. But okay, now we can wind up here in a second.
Okay, awesome.
So
awesome. But yeah, we will head on over to Facebook. Also, please like, share, and subscribe as we just sort of meander in our informal way through the Noir Ozark.
When technology cooperates, it's great.
Absolutely. And when it doesn't, it's interesting.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.